respect. No respect at all. Did you see the thumbnail, Dats? Is there actually a thumbnail on this? Because there should be. By the way, this game is very different from other... And, oh my god. I'm not going to do lag right now. We'll give it just a second. If it keeps lagging, I'm going to choke somebody, bro. But, like, this entire first stream, it's just going to be us running around grabbing shit, bro. That's what you have to do in this game. Oh, I think I have... Cannot create a new profile? Music's really good in this game. Okay, let me turn down the brightness really quick first before I fuck with anything else. Whoops, that's not brightness. I need somebody to remind me, by the way, tomorrow when we play Minecraft to turn this back up. How does that look? That should look better. Apply. Okay. Close that out, because that was really bright. Okay, we're going to do astrologer. We're going to do magic, by the way. Let me grab a drink first. My throat is so dry today. I'm going to choose, I don't know, we'll change it later. Who should we do here? I got a couple of cool templates. I have this one, which I really like. This was like my main first character I ever made. That one, not so much. This one literally is Saruman from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And then I have Lady Maria from Bloodborne. So which one should we do? This one's supposed to be like Sensei Ishikawa from... What's it called? This one was my Guts character, by the way. This is the character I did for the Strength build. This one turned out really well. And this one is like supposed to be quote-unquote Tigre from like... I can't remember the name of the anime. But while you guys are dads, I'm going to have you pick since you're here. So this is Saruman, so either Saruman or say 1, and then this is Lady Maria or say 2. And I'm going to work on like stuff in the background really quick. Like for our keepsake, you're going to want to take the Golden Seed. That's the best starter kit you can. The rest of these, not so much. The Golden Seed will just make it so we can have an extra flask early on. Yeah, Lady Maria, okay. Then we'll do type B, so we're a lady. Detailed appearance, load favorites. Bam. Alright, we're gonna come up here. Lady M. We'll do magic as well afterwards. Okay, we should be good. By the way, magic is like the best of the best class in this game. Every other Dark Souls game, magic is like really gimmicky. If you have it set up correctly, you can be very strong. But if you're not maxed out at every point in the game, your character is very underwhelmingly weak. Whereas in Dark Souls, you get rock throw or rock sling, one of the two, with the meteor staff, and you can kill like all of the first bosses that you want to kill. So there's no real issue there. You can get your Common Azure, your Kamaha spell really early on. You can buff it with Terra Magicus as well as the Jellyfish Shield. I'm assuming you try to spell Strength. Strength is not a bad class. You just have to set yourself up really well, because it's also pretty weak too. Like, you have to be really careful, because this game can be very brutal if you're not strong, I guess. First playthrough I did in this game was magic, because I gave up after trying to do a standard build with like a Uchi Katana. We'll let this cutscene play out because these cutscenes in this game are really good, especially when he moans. It's just Sir Gideon off near the all-knowing. I gotta turn the sound up in this game. But if I click pause, it'll skip through this. I'll turn it up after this. Oh, this is so cool. That guy is such a bitch to fight. Mog the Eternal, or whatever his name is. Lord of Blood, actually, I think is his name. That one's a fun fight. I actually have one of Prider Rykard's voice lines in my Discord name, or my Discord about me. But together we will devour the very gods.
Oh, rise now, ye tarnished.
That's all I wanted to hear. The moan.
Yet live.
It's so quiet though. I should have turned it up before we did this.
Speaks to us all.
Alright, we're gonna skip this. Our sound's too low. It's not good. I get the ring. What's it called? I'll get the ring. Hold on, let me make sure I got this shit set up in the background properly. Emote because I pre-ordered the game. Well, I didn't really pre-order the game. A subscriber got it for me and gave me the game. And since he pre-ordered the game and got an extra copy, he gave it to me. I'm gonna keep clicking X because that's what it is in every other Dark Souls game. I will remember here in a period of time. This first boss right here, by the way, we're just gonna jump off the edge. You technically can kill him. It's just not worth it. Because he'll take forever to kill, and he's too strong, and the game expects you to die here, and kind of you have to die regardless, because once you get over there, you'll fall down and die. So he just drops a couple of good weapons, but what we're gonna do is just jump off of here. Wham. But yeah, I think the magic in this game is on par with Faith late game. Based on how many playthroughs I've done this game, I've done a lot of videos on this game too. I think magic is overall the strongest at every point in the game when you can have it. And it's overall the strongest, but when you get to Faith late game / end game, like once you get to farming Azula with Faith, Faith just outclasses every class because you have some of the best spells in the game. I guess incantations is what they call them for Faith. We're gonna run down here, grab this garbage. This game also won Game of the Year, by the way. Very deserved, if you ask me. Their attacks are so slow and I hate it. I don't think we're actually going to try to parry, by the way. Parrying has never worked efficiently for me in this game. Because it has really bad timing unless you have the golden parry. Come on, bro. We don't really need to kill this guy, do we? Can't wait to play Elden. It's a really fun game, by the way. I really think you'll enjoy it. This one is like one of the... probably one of the most newbie-friendly Dark Souls game that there is. I mean... Dark Souls 3 is very new game friendly. But this one's also pretty new game friendly. And you can always look up a video, by the way. There are so many builds in this game that are actually pretty solid. Let's put on Quinstone Pebble. Actually, let's not use magic until we fight the guy up here. Alright. Here we go. Off to the first boss of the game, Soldier of Godric. He's really easy to fight. My name's not Rick. The only reason you come up here, by the way, is for this, what's it called? A strength. What's it called? Strength rune. Not rune. Emotes. How come I can't emotes? I just clicked the share button on accident. There we go, there's emotes. Let's switch this over. This is the one I get, by the way, for having the DLC pre-ordered. Not this one. This is the rune we just got right here. Or this is the... I don't know why I keep saying rune. This is the one you get if you pre-order the game. It's goofy, but it's there, I guess. And this is the one we just got. They're emotes. Like, most of the time you'll do this if you're PvPing. Like, you'll emote on people. The PvP in this game is actually pretty fun if you're not playing against a bunch of unfun people. Like, you'll play against a lot of just sweaters with the rivers of blood, but, like, they don't know how to play the game, so you can just counter the, or parry the absolute shit out of them. I'm gonna keep looking X because I'm so used to Bloodborne right now. You'll parry the absolute shit out of them, and then you'll emote on them. I even posted a TikTok of me doing it. Like, I was getting invaded by 4 people. I was playing with Lucas, right? Victim Zoo. And he died due to one of the guys just spamming the rivers of blood on him. And I had the Holy Moonlight sword in this game, right? And I charged it up, swung it once at one of the guys, and then got a backstab on another guy. It was really cool. I spammed another guy with magic and killed him. I got messaged later. I didn't show that part in the game because they said the N-word, but I got messaged after that. So, yeah. This guy right here, do not fight this guy when you first start the game. There is no point. We're going to talk to this guy because he's going to give us a farming location later on.
Oh, come to but of course you unfolded out and you are free. Luckily for me, are you familiar? You may all that.
He's going to tell you right here, that's what you are.
Grace of castles.
Maidenless. I am maidenless. Alright, so first things first, we're going to come up here. We're going to grab this little shortcut right here. Grab a bunch of these graces. That's what we're pretty much going to do to start. Like, honestly, what we're going to do first is we're going to get Torrent, which is our horse. Rest here. You know, like, it's insane, right? Dark Souls, I get hit from behind, you know, get comboed, whatever. Here, look at that dodge, bro. Come on. So we have a flash, we have a golden seed that we got at the beginning of the game. That's the item we took with us. So that'll give us another flask. The more you get, they go up in series of 1 golden seed, 2 golden seed, 3 golden seed, 4 golden seed, to like 5 golden seeds just for 1 more flask, up to 12 at the max. So you're going to have 12 flasks max. I don't remember how many tiers you can have, but that increases the strength of said flask. We don't have Torrent yet. I just went to go try to equip him. We got to come up here really fast. Grab this Grace up here. And Torrent's going to be our horse. This is something we really want to grab as quickly as we can because the lands between is a major fucking big map. Like, it's like Red Dead on steroids level map. There is so much distance you have to clear. Unique mobs everywhere, unique weapons, unique abilities, unique all sorts of stuff. It's a very fun game to play casually and explore if you go in with the understanding that you're going to die to a lot of enemies at the start because you're just not strong. We're actually going to run down here really quick and grab this item right in front of us on this little stand because this will be the map of the area. We're going to come up here, we're going to talk to Marika. Or not Marika. Nope. Oh, you are being difficult, aren't you? You guys just back off the grace. I don't think I've ever had these guys like sit like this. Let's see if we can just bring them over here, because these guys will take forever to kill if we try to kill them here. We're just trying to get to the side of grace right here. Damn, bro hit me with that. Ooh, please don't kill me here. Thank God. This guy is so annoying. Normally, like, you don't fight these guys at all until you're, like, much stronger. By the way, the reason that guy is so strong is because he has a shield. And since we can't break through his shield with magic, we just have to, like, spam the shit out of him. Anyways, Melania's gonna show up here. Not Melania, what's her name? What do you think? Hurry. I think it's Melania. How sure are we on Melania? When you play this game for the first time, you're going to realize how detailed these cutscenes are, and you're going to be like, oh my god, spit in my mouth.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina.
Melina, fuck. I knew it wasn't Melania. Melina. Should I skip these cutscenes because they're really not that important? I'd recommend you don't. Total babe alert right here, bro. Holy shit.
I offer you an accord.
You turned her against me. You've done that yourself.
Have you heard of the finger they serve?
Yep.
The glue I can turning you to aid you, you and to the fit. Then if someone
Should we
in power
accept?
has a
She'll
secret
become our quote-unquote maiden, if you know what I mean.
use it will summon Torrent to treat him with
We're gonna pass time until morning. Get rid of the rain, and then we're gonna leave. We just got Torrent, which is what we wanted. We're gonna equip Torrent into our quick slot. I always like to put Torrent in the up slot, right? No, I like to put him in the down slot, actually. And that's not down, this is down. This is him, Spectral Steed Whistle. We will hold triangle, and then click that. Click the down arrow, and here we go. We got our horse. And now it's pretty much a run around the map kind of vibe. Grab all these sites of graces, grab weapons from different areas, as well as there's a couple of areas in the game where you can cheese a couple of like quick, easy runes, which we will do once we see them. The reason I pass it to daytime, there will be a night guard. I don't know the actual name of it. We're not going to help that guy out. Fuck him. There is a night watchman here that would be patrolling the bridge that would like easily destroy us if we tried to fight him. This guy's armor, by the way, these guys around here, that's the armor I used for the guts build I did. And it's really cool armor. Those guys are pretty cool. Most of these items we don't really need. I'm just collecting them because I'm so used to when I go throughout the game normally. We're going to follow the main path down here for a little while. The Erd Tree flowers actually are a pretty good idea to grab, though, because they can be used for creating summons for other players to your world, or for you to be able to use summons. No, it's to help have other people summon to your world. By the way, Dats, if you're ever struggling in this game, I have quite a few characters that are very overpowered. I will be capped at your skill level, so your stats will be what my stats are, in a sense. But I can help you fight bosses on any one of those characters. So if there's like a certain boss that's weaker to magic or incantations or whatever, I could always hop on a different boss or a different character and help you out. Just so you know. I had a lot of buddies when we first played this game. Not so many people play this game now, because I feel like a lot of people that have got the game have kind of beaten it enough to the point where they're kind of over it, right? Right there, can you show me like a series? If you'd like, sure. I have no issues on that. I wouldn't mind. I'm sure you could even convince Lucas to do it with us. He has this game as well. Anyways, we want to come down here to this church right here. This will be the third church of America. Behind it is an area we want to quickly grab. But the main reason we came down here is to go behind it. In that back corner right there, because this will be your flask of wondrous physique. And this will be how you make a lot of your like game-breaking builds. Is that's a quick item flask right here. You see how it's down there in inventory now on the bottom left. That's your heals. That's your FP, so your magic. And then that right there is going to be whatever you put. You have two baubles, I guess is what you'd call it. Two quote-unquote baubles you can put in there, right? We just got another sacred tier. We just got our first sacred tier. Those are going to be at all the churches. Those will increase the amount of FP, like it says right there, the amount of FP / HP you get back when you use a flask. I'm not going to change our flasks. We're not going to talk to Melina because we don't need to. We're going to put in, so this is the flask of physiques, right? A lot of, like I said just a second ago, a lot of these builds that you'll see, like, that are crazy overpowered are based on that. Because there's one of those tiers you can put in there that gives you unlimited FP for like 10 seconds. That's how you use like some of your really overpowered magic spells that come at a very high FP cost indefinitely at the start of a boss fight, and it just makes it so it's just a complete cheese fest to fight bosses. Actually, we're going to go back over here first, though, and use this little warp tunnel behind this. You're definitely, when you play this game, I really recommend Jacob tried playing this game too. You remember Power Titan? I think he played Fortnite with him a while. He has tried playing it a couple of times, and he's never really been able to get into the game. And I don't think it's entirely based on the fact that he doesn't like the game. I think it's because he's not patient enough to look up guides, to look up builds, to look up how to make your character stronger. And you really do have to do a lot of this early game grinding to make it so your character is strong as quickly as you can be. I'm sure. No, I guarantee you'll be able to do that. Like it's legitimately not difficult at all. I don't know why I said all like that. It's really not difficult at all. You just really have to be patient with yourself and understand this is a Dark Souls game. Like that's one of the major things I always tell myself, especially when I die to like Kaz. Like you know how I died to Kaz a little while ago. This took us to Caleb, by the way. Like way the fuck off the map, way over here. This map isn't even like a third filled out right now, by the way. We took this little warp tunnel to come down here. We gotta watch out for that guy because he's really strong. But it looks like he didn't get awoken from us yet. You can farm these little guys here, by the way. They're pretty good early game farming. They'll give you about 1,000 runes per kill. And that's not bad. That right there, by the way, that's a golden seed. You'll see those throughout the world. That's what you use to upgrade the amount of flasks you have. We're just going to come down here and grab this little area right here. So right now you'll see me running through this area pretty easily. I've played this game, I don't know, probably 100 times if I'm being honest. So I know what I'm doing, right? But you kind of just want to go around to upgrade your map to start. Grab these little, they'll be on the map when you go by them, or when you like discover somewhat of a new area. You'll see this thing. I'll show it again. And that's where a new section of the map will be. You can find sites of Lost Graces just by looking around. You'll see like little golden shimmering light coming off of them a lot of the time. Those seeds are pretty hard to miss if you're going from boss to boss, so you don't really need to stress about missing out on golden seeds. And you can also, you'll have more than you can use if you kill all of like optional bosses and stuff, so you don't have to worry about it. And it's like you can always go back. You're never going to be locked out of an item in this game, so you never have to stress about that. So you may miss a ton of items, you may miss some, you may not miss a lot. I said I was going to show it on the map. I can't show it on the map right now, because whenever you're getting chased by an enemy or there's an enemy on you, for some reason it doesn't let you use your map. I still think that's very bogus in my opinion. Lucas agrees with me. I feel like you should still be allowed to use your map if there's an enemy aggroed on you. But anyways, right here you see like this little beacon. Let's take it off. You see that right there? That's what it looks like on the map for when you're looking for the map location. And you can also just look it up on a guide. Like a lot of times people have like all map locations in a video, and you can just run around and do that like the very beginning of your playthrough. You gotta watch out for these bears, by the way. They're called runic bears, and they're really strong and fast. We're gonna come down in here, just because there's a little shortcut in here. This goes down to the Sophia River Well. There's a bunch of good loot down here. You can get a bunch of early, like, what are they called in this game? I know the name of it. Just give me a second. Smithing stones. You have the somber smithing stone for magic weapons and weapons that are like a higher rarity and have unique abilities. And then you have regular smithing stones for like your standard melee weapons that you can upgrade. Somber go to plus... Whoa, I don't want to fall off there. Somber goes to plus 10, so you have to get 1 through 10 to upgrade your weapon to the max. 10 being called an Ancient Somber Smithing Stone. Ancient Somber Dragon Smithing Stone is what it's called. And then for like your regular ones, you have to get multiples of them. Of like the tier 1s to upgrade, right? Kind of like how... I don't remember if you really were paying attention when we played Bloodborne last, but when we used like the Twin Bloodstone Shards and the Bloodstone Shards, you'd have to get 16. And that would get you to plus 3. So 16 regular stone shards would get you to plus 3. 16 twins would get you to plus 6. 16 chunks would get you to plus 9. And then 1 blood rock to finish it off. It's similar to that. So there's also areas where you can buy the... We're just going to warp out of here, actually. Let's see, where do we want to go here? I think we're going to need to go to Caelid to start, honestly. And we'll go this long route. I want to ping up here, though, because I want us to take this route because there's a bunch of stuff. I also want to grab the green turtle talisman. That'll give us a better stamina regen. That's the only thing in the game that does it, which is really sad. I believe there's like the equivalent to green blossoms in this game as well. I can't remember what the name of them are called. Oh, they're they're pickled turtles or something like that. I can't remember the name of it, but they're similar to like your green blossom in Dark Souls, which increases your stamina regen. Which you're gonna want to try to find the farming recipe for that if you're gonna be doing a strength build. Because you're kind of going to need to have better stamina regen, because strength takes a lot of stamina per hit, so you kind of got to watch out for that. But this game really isn't that difficult. I think it's very newbie friendly in terms of Dark Souls games, like I've said, so I know I might be like stressing it out a little bit, and like you might be like, oh, is this actually going to be for you? I think it is. If you play it smart, and you play patient, and take the time to research a build, it'll work out pretty well for you. And if you get stuck at any point, by the way, just switch to magic for your first playthrough and then switch off to something else at any other point. Or you could even just do magic for your period of time and then switch to a different build, because in this game, thankfully, you can reallocate your stats after you kill Ronaldo. So you'll never really be locked into a build, which is really nice. But, yeah. I don't mean to make this game sound like it's difficult. I'm just trying to warn you of all the things I wish I would have known when I first played this game, because I got really frustrated when I first played it, because I've played a lot of Dark Souls games, right? I've platinumed every single Dark Souls game except for Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 1 I've done, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro. Is there any other ones? This one. I've platinumed this one as well. Okay, let's see here. Let's grab that set of grace down there. We can jump into this right here, by the way. This is Spirit Funnel, I think is what the name of it is. But these negate fall damage. And then you can also hold X when you want, and you can get like a super jump near them. You do have to be really careful, by the way. They've fixed them since when I first played the game, right? I played the game when it was launched, and those things would always kill you, like, randomly. Like, you would jump off of them, you jump again, and if you were to jump the second time to use your second jump, it was almost a guarantee that you would die, because your character would just take all of the fall damage from it. But, yeah, it's not that bad. It should be pretty balanced now. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, let's go up over... Let's travel through here. There's a bunch of graces I want to grab through here, and then we'll take this route up. Because right inside this little swamp area here, there will be the green turtle talisman, which I think is always just a great talisman to get at the start of any playthrough. Because it's really easy to grab, and it increases your stamina regen speed, so that's just always a good idea to grab. I almost guarantee I'm not going to be using it for this build, because there's a lot stronger magic stuff, but I'll grab it right now, because why not? It's easy to show where it's at. Yeah. Now watch out for that giant guy. He's going to jump down on us. So we're not even going to grab that item. And honestly, exploration in this game is incredibly easy compared to other Dark Souls games, because you have Torrent, and like you really don't die if you're on Torrent. If you're playing on Torrent very intelligently, like he's got the boost, right, where if you click circle, he'll speed up, and if you hold it, he'll like go at a faster speed. And then he's got the double jump, so you can kind of like gimmick your way around it. And even if you do get hit while on top of Torrent and he dies, you can resummon him right away with a couple of your flasks. Lenny's going to talk to us again here. I'm just going to skip it, though.
Forgive me to determine if you had. It seems torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering.
Okay, we can't actually. We're going to have to go to the round table hold. This is actually good to grab right now. This is like your hub area, I guess, in a sense. Although, It's weird to describe because like the only thing you really do here is grab a couple of special boss items from the Twin Finger Maidens and then upgrade your weapons using the Smith. So that's really all there is here. There isn't like, you don't really play off of this area. Like there's a little mini boss you can kill down there if you jump down over here. We're not going to fight him till later. You can talk to all these guys, and if you're doing different builds, there's a couple of different people you can talk to here. There's like Corrin, I think is his name. That's for Faith. But you can also just use the turtle, and that's what I always use. This is the smithing guy right here, by the way. We don't really need anything from him. We can pretty much leave right away. This is Fia's quest line. If we really wanted, we could go and get held. Although I wouldn't recommend doing it because it lowers your HP, but I mean, you can... She gives you something that'll reverse the effects, but that's it. And then this right here, this used to not be here. This is the PvP. I would definitely not recommend doing that to start the game. You're just going to get frustrated because you're going to get put against a bunch of nerds with... You're just going to get put against a bunch of people that are trying too hard in this game. So I wouldn't recommend doing PvP until you have to. Anyways, we're going to come up here. Continue on through the way we're going. And you can see those little lines across the map. That's telling you where to go. That's the recommended path to fight bosses. This first castle area, though, we can completely bypass it by going to the right side. So we can explore the entirety of... what's that place down there called? I think it's Lunaria? No. I can't remember the name of it, but there's a area that you would normally go after fighting the first boss here. But we're going to bypass it right now, actually. We'll grab this since we're here. We'll do this quick shortcut, and then we'll go to Caelid. The reason we're going to Caelid particularly, like normally you wouldn't if you're just playing this game casually, there's no real reason to go there this early. But we're going to go there for the Rock Sling spell as well as the Meteor Staff. The Meteor Staff you can't upgrade at all, but is really strong with gravity incantations. So to start, it's a really good starter staff for us right now. We'll also do a lot of other... we gotta go over there. We'll also grab a lot of other spells and stuff like that. We'll talk to... what's her name? I don't remember all the names in this game. I haven't played this game recently. After this one playthrough, I'll have all the names memorized again, but I haven't played this game in... I don't know. I posted an Elden Ring Faith build, like all bosses build, a while ago. And that one did really well. That one got like 700 views, which I was really proud of. But I think that was like 7 months ago, so I haven't played it in a while. But this definitely is, like, in terms of Dark Souls games and all of the games I've played, Bloodborne's still my favorite. Then Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, then Dark Souls 1. Sekiro, I don't really count as a Dark Souls game in my opinion. It plays like one, but it also doesn't. Because Sekiro has like its entire own mechanic, which is like the parry system, which is just breaking down their stances and stuff, and it's not like Dark Souls at all. I still think it's a great game, don't get me wrong, but I don't really count it as a Dark Souls game. But yeah. Yeah, I knew it was Lernia. I got it right. I didn't know if it was like the lakes of Lernia or Lernia of lakes. Okay. Anyways, there's a bunch of good stuff down there. I didn't mean to click upgrade. Let us teleport away. Actually, let's grab this really quick just so we can have this part of the map. And also a good reminder, I'm glad I just noticed that. I would always recommend clearing waypoints off, because if you don't, you're not going to find them again. Like, they'll just be stuck on your map forever, because they disappear when you run into them, obviously, right? But they don't disappear otherwise. This guy in here can teach us a couple of spells if we wanted to talk to him. I don't really care to talk to him, because you have to, like, find a secret way into the main area over here, and I just don't care to do that. All of the churches, like I said, will always have sacred tears. Those are always a really good idea just to swing by and grab, because that'll just increase the amount of overall replenishability. of your flasks. Where are we going down at here? Why do I not remember this? Oh, it is just right here. I forgot you have to go down in this little area. That right there, by the way, the Academy Scroll is actually really good for us to grab right now. If you're doing, like, magic or faith builds, I guess. For faith builds, you'll have prayer books that you have to find throughout the map that are also unlocked by bosses or after defeating bosses, behind the bosses. You'll find prayer books and stuff, as well as scrolls. Scrolls are for magic, and that'll just, if you take it to a teacher of sorts, I guess, they will teach you the magic that's held within the scroll. Most of these we don't need to rest at, by the way. Like, the only reason you rest is to replenish your, I almost said Estus flasks, but your flasks in this game and your health. We'll grab this little shortcut right here. Or the map. We'll walk into this to have it. And then we're going to run up over here, too, because there's this. If you want to know something crazy about this game, when I first played it, I saw this little area up here, and I ran past that little spirit gale. So I spent like 40 minutes over here. I'm going to show it really quick because I just always find this so funny whenever I play this game again. This little area over here. I spent 40 fucking minutes. I literally looked at my watch before I started and afterwards. I spent 40 minutes trying to climb up this little area, and I did, because you can kind of break the game with a lot of like the geometry of it. Like you can get a lot higher up in places than you should. And I spent 40 minutes getting up here just to get up here and go past that little spirit thing. And I was like, no way, I just spent 40 minutes climbing up that little wall. But I just thought that was funny. Because like if you look past this little map, or this little area here, if you miss that spirit gale, you'll never see another way up here. I just thought it was funny. I don't remember. There should be something in here. I just don't remember what it is. Maybe I was wrong. There should be something in here that I'm missing. Oh no, it's this little pathway right here. I can't remember. There might be something back over there too, to be honest. That right there, by the way, for the fire prayer book, I'm going to grab, because what I recommend for anybody who plays this game is you're definitely going to get the minimum amount of faith that's required for Flame Cleanse Me. It's an incantation that you can cast, and it instantly cures buildup as well as the effects of poison and Scarlet Rot. So if you're getting poisoned, you can cast it and it'll cleanse you, and you'll have to you'll reset your counter for poison. I don't think we actually want to continue on down here. We don't really need to. We'll come down here later again. Once we need to, because we have to kill Renala down there, and there's some other spells and stuff we're gonna grab there. But for right now, we don't need to worry about it. For our build, when I first played the game, and I guess it's still technically true, there's a staff that you can get that's really strong. It increases your overall damage with magic casts, but it increases FP consumption. It's still technically stronger, right, than the Carrion Regal Scepter, I think is what it's called, and that's what you get from killing Renala. You get to get her scepter. We'll roll with that one instead of Lusat's Glintstone Staff. So in case anybody's wondering, why don't you run Lusat's Glintstone Staff, is because it might be somewhat stronger, but the amount of work that it takes to get to that item is not worth the little bit of extra damage you get, especially considering how strong we're going to be elsewise. We're probably only going to go here for a few more minutes, by the way, Dad, so I don't know if you're still here, but I want to get to bed a little bit earlier tonight. I did take a nap just a little bit ago, but I really didn't sleep at all last night. So I need to get some sleep tonight. And plus I'll be on earlier tomorrow, so we can play a lot more tomorrow if you get Elden Ring or whenever you get it. You have to download it because it does require an update, but when you do, I'd be ready to play it with you. We're also going to save Alexander right here. Hello? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Best character in the game, by the way.
I'm stuck. Hello?
Yes, I hear you.
Hello? Anyone?
I guess we can't be on the horse when we talk to him.
Oh, I am these. I just give and I'll pop. Don't dally. Give it your all, I say. Ah. Ouch. Well,
That right there also, Exalted Flesh. Let me show you something really quick. These are all things I'm giving you pointers because of I've tried a strength build before. I kind of quit like 3/4 of the way through. I very easily could have beat the game with it, but I just got bored of it. That is definitely something you're going to want to look up to find the recipe for, because it temporarily boosts physical attack damage, and that's what all of your strength build relies upon, is physical attack. So definitely look how to grind Exalted Flesh. Or if there's like a shop that sells a lot of it or whatever. These are the pumpkin heads. I would just recommend avoiding them. It's not worth the hassle. Something crazy, by the way, that's never really pointed out at any point in the game. But a lot of these songs that they're playing are from other previous Dark Souls games. This one's from Bloodborne, by the way. This one's the first hunter, so whenever you fight Gurman, this is the song that plays. It's very similar, there's a few bits of difference, but yeah. This is what I was talking about. This is the only other item that increases stamina regen, is the pickled turtleneck. And that would be another good item for you. We're going to sell all the stuff we can. Okay, because I want to buy the bandit mask. It doesn't offer anything, I just think it's a cool...
I must apologize.
It just looks cool in my opinion. Right. I'm not gonna lie, I always thought it was so cool that they have a reference to Bloodborne in this game. Because this game, by the way, was made by the same company that made Bloodborne and all the other Dark Souls, right? So Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, there's no 4, but 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and this game are all made by the same company. FromSoft. And apparently there's actually a new From Software game that's coming out on the PS5. It looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I'll get it right away. I was kind of crushed. I was like, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, I have like looked up every little piece of lore that I could find, or not really lore, but like any little sign I could see on the internet saying that Bloodborne 2 or a Bloodborne remake was coming out. So like, I was like super hyped by all the other idiots who were thinking that it was coming out, when in all reality, it's not even close to coming out. This down here, we're gonna use a. Hopefully, we have one. We don't have a stone sword key. There should be one in this area, I think. If not, we'll skip past that. the stone sword keys are needed throughout the game to enter these little like areas. I don't see it. We can always come back later for this. We don't really need it anyways. For this particular moment. We could always fight these ladies. They give us death root. We don't really need to fight that though. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing right now. I guarantee that there is a sellsword key somewhere in this area. I just don't know where. Anyways, we're going to come up over here to kill it anyways. What is chasing us? Oh, this little fucking... Okay, good. They stopped. Yeah, we'll just keep going to this area. I want to make sure we're not missing any map chunks. We're going to grab this right here, and then we'll save it. I'll play this tomorrow, like I said. We're going to get invaded right now by a bot. But I want to come in here and grab this before we die, because we're probably going to die because this person's really strong. Especially considering that they dodge all your magic. See, like, they just dodge it so well. See, and it just one-shot us. I never even bother fighting her. I was just gonna see if we could. Because once you die to her, you can just leave the area. We'll resummon right here. We'll grab our runes really quick, and we could just leave the area. She'll force us off a torrent, but if we run away, you can come back and fight her later when you actually have levels. I don't think she really drops anything. She might drop her weapon. I can't remember, though. But she's also supposed to be, I believe, I don't know if this is true, but there is a woman that looks very similar to her in Dark Souls 1 that does the same thing. Whenever you die, by the way, you guys never really see this when I play other Dark Souls games because I very seldomly die in them, but whenever you die, you have a chance to retrieve your runes, which is what you use to upgrade your character. Before your next death. If you die again the second time, all of those runes are lost, so you have to be really careful, right, if you die. You can also wear, like, rings of sacrifice and stuff like that, which, when you die, you won't lose your rings. But yeah, I'll play more of this tomorrow, like I said. I'll also message Lucas right now, so he knows we're going to be playing Elden Ring. But yeah, let me know. Odds are you probably won't be playing it tomorrow, because this game is... 45.69 gigabytes. And you said you live out in the country, so I assume that ain't downloading overnight. But yeah, we'll play more of this tomorrow. I'm actually really glad you're gonna get this game. I think you'll really enjoy it, and I'll play it like 3 or 4 times with you if you'd like. In my opinion, these Dark Souls games, a lot of people are like, oh, it has no replayability, but it's like, just take a different weapon. It's a completely different game if you take a different weapon because you have to play differently. But, yeah, man. Thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for playing today.